Being a plumber is no easy job. It involves tough labor, trying clients, and a whole list of everyday challenges. From dealing with potential asbestos poisoning to fussy, demanding clients, there are so many challenges plumbers face. Stick around to find out some of the worst and biggest problems plumbers face in their day-to-day life. Working at very high heights. Working at much higher heights is the most common problem of occupational accidents across all trades. Attachment points, certified harnesses, excellent weather, and regular inspections are all necessary for operating safely above ground. A plumber working at a higher level can use fixed scaffolding, a cherry picker, or authorized movable scaffolding. It is possible to make a mistake by using a ladder, which is designed for very short-term use only. Furthermore, someone standing at a high altitude risks slipping and falling or being struck by a falling object above them. Accidents involving slips and falls are a common source of occupational injuries. Falls can happen even when safety gear and suggestions are used. Even if you're only a few feet off the ground, it's an accident that could happen at any moment. Always be careful, plumbers out there. Asbestos. Sadly, more than 125 million people are exposed to asbestos and the danger it imposes at their jobs all over the globe. Asbestos is actually the leading cause of death for those who pass from respiratory disease. Out of all the trades, plumbers are exposed to asbestos the most frequently since they work in areas with unknown histories and backstories. If you ever feel as though you may have been exposed to asbestos, you should inquire as to see if the structure has previously used or found asbestos on site. This is probably the most effective strategy to avoid inhaling the harmful fibers that might lead to mesothelioma. While many contemporary structures will not have asbestos-containing materials, it is impossible to know for sure if asbestos-containing materials were ever used in an older location. Asbestos exposure accumulates over time and can result in life-threatening illnesses for which there are no treatments. Inconsistent call times. Being a plumber entails responding to calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While most plumbers work an 8-hour shift, they frequently receive emergency calls and last-minute demands. Plumbers are available 24/7, whether it's for overflowing sinks or broken pipes at 3 a.m. or on a holiday. That's just how the job is. Plumbing experts must have the capacity to adjust and be flexible. To succeed in this line of employment, you'll need to be patient and adaptable. Having to work often under pressure. This type of job is often stressful due to its unpredictability. As a result, plumbers must have a calm, level-headed, and logical demeanor while performing their duties. Whether you work as a self-employed plumber or for a plumbing firm, your days will almost certainly be filled with frequent service calls. You'll have to stick to a schedule, fulfill deadlines, and complete tasks quickly. Fortunately, inexperienced plumbers collaborate with their more experienced counterparts. They'll be able to learn how to accomplish the work effectively as a result of this. Repetitive movements. Repetitive motion injuries are those that occur when a worker does the same thing over and over again. These injuries take years to develop and are notoriously difficult to spot. Among laborers, including plumbers, they are frequently disregarded. The following are some of the most common types of repetitive stress injuries: shoulder, neck, and wrist soft tissue injuries, injuries to the ligaments, muscles, and discs in the back, and strains and sprains of the muscles. The construction site where you're working should be built out in such a way that pulling, pushing, or carrying items and equipment is as easy as possible. To reduce the risk of a repetitive stress injury, repetitive work should be avoided for long periods of time. Alright, I hope you're still with us. If you're watching this video and plumbing is something that you may want to get into, we don't want this list to put you off. Although there are plenty of challenges that come with a career like plumbing, there are much more positives and great things, but this is not that video, so stick around for some more challenges plumbers face daily. Potential eye injuries. Many eye injuries that comprise a plumber's vision can be prevented entirely because they are preventable. Plumbers' eyes are often exposed to strange objects and microorganisms, amongst many other things. Wearing eye protection at all times can help to reduce the danger of exposure and damage that could have been avoided. As you can imagine, an unwanted or unknown pipe or burst of water to the eye does not sound pleasant and is a huge safety and health hazard. Effects from mold. A mold infestation is probably a homeowner's biggest fear and ultimate worst nightmare. However, it may not be apparent to a plumber until they have discovered it themselves. Bathrooms, panels, and under sinks are all places where mold can be living and thriving. Places we often don't think to check or clean. A plumber could be working immediately in a mold-infested area. Any plumber would benefit greatly from being aware of these dangers and taking the appropriate precautions to avoid coming into contact with them. Inductions and building managers. Building managers believe they are the best of the best and make it tough to do anything in their building. Inductions are almost identical. However, you must do them once a year for each building you work in order to keep your induction certificate current. Although attending these inductions and then dealing with the building management on top of everything can be a pain in the neck, these are just some of the drawbacks that come with any trade position, including that of a plumber. Extended deadlines. The people with whom a plumber interacts frequently have no concept of what plumbing entails. Clients of plumbers frequently demand quicker timeframes as a result of this. People may feel that when a plumber quotes a longer time frame for a plumbing task, they are merely being lazy or working slowly so that they can charge more because of widespread misunderstandings about what a plumber does. This is not the case, especially since it can take a few days for a plumbing system to settle in. What most people don't realize is that plumbing pipes must sustain a tremendous amount of pressure for an extended length of time. A pipe may bend or a leak may spring up if the plumbing systems are rushed and not allowed to settle properly. However, dealing with excessive client expectations isn't the only challenge a plumber will confront. Waiting on parts and materials. Because if a certain plumbing component is required but not available at the time, a project's completion deadline may be delayed slightly. This may cause their project deadline to be extended well beyond what the customer would desire, and because they have little control over the circumstance, they are frequently forced to compensate the people they are working for. Extenuating factors outside of the plumber's control may become an issue and have a negative impact on his or her image. Customers trying to fix the job first. And last but certainly not least is when customers or clients try too hard to fix the job before the plumber arrives. There are definitely moments and situations where a little DIY action is all you need to fix the problem at hand. Maybe you have a slightly clogged toilet or a blocked sink. Easy small things that don't require a plumber to be called out. Nevertheless, there are still plenty of people who believe they are the top DIYers and try to do everything themselves. This often leads to more issues and damage, resulting in a more expensive plumbing visit overall. So, a word for the wise, the next time you're unsure about whether or not you can DIY it, call a plumber. If you're already a plumber running your own business or just about to start and grow your own plumbing business, you must learn the 4 critical things plumbing business owners wish they had learned before starting a plumbing business so you don't make the same mistakes. Plumber Accelerator have put together a great free training video that you can watch right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your plumbing business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have a sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you will also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area without relying on word of mouth and referrals. How to stop competing on price with other plumbers and escape your competition. How to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales. And how to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click on the link in the description below the video. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about some of the biggest problems plumbers face on the daily. Some of these are specific to plumbers, however, others happen across all trades and can be very frustrating. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Which one of these problems or challenges listed above would be the hardest for you to deal with? Are there any that are deal breakers? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.